So I wanted to really dive in deep, deep in this clearing that I did on the land.
Right.
Because I did it by myself, and the huge vision and the immense love that I received from the planet was overwhelming.
Yeah.
It was, it's a thing, I guess. Like for me, I think telling you is comfortable. I'm very comfortable telling you, but telling somebody else makes it weird.
Yeah,
Because they're like, you're weird. Okay, I'm going that way. That's okay. You don't have to. Bye-bye, sleepy.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And I did it. I was in, it's called Therify, and it is two light bulbs, and they're plasma. So I was in a plasma chamber, you would call it. My friend has two light bulbs, and you lay down on a regular, like a exercise bed, nothing crazy, but you lay there, and he takes a light bulb and he puts it in the middle to show you that the light bulb turns on. There's something there.
Yeah.
So he he's healing cancer from it. He's healing skin disorders. So basically it's bringing in more energy in your body.
Yeah.
And it's called Therify. And I went in with a mission. And I got out of my body, like in thinking about it, just laying there. I had 3 bracelets on. So I had 3 bracelets because a friend of mine said, make sure, so the women that you have a circle with are asking that you put on your bracelets to do this. And I'm like, okay, I'll put them on. I'll entertain that. But when I go like this, like I can just call in the bracelets if I want to, not a big deal. But for me, I thought like ding 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 ding, like that resonates, noise too.
Yeah.
Like if I'm afraid, I could do this. So laying down in the bed, and then I literally took myself out of the house. I went up the hill because I'm on a mountain.
Yeah.
I went up the hill, and I started it was this, I can see it. I created this huge counterclockwise tornado, like gigantic. And I started saying, this is not allowed here, just like that. And this is not allowed here. You will go. You must go. And all of a sudden, I literally was hear these tribal, I don't know, it's like, whoa, somebody's here with me. Like I could hear these, I don't know, Indian chants, something. And then I just said, and so it is. Like done. We're done. That's it. Bye-bye. I'm leaving. And then in that moment, I literally wanted to go to source. So I just kind of visualized this huge light in front of me. And I said, who am I? I said, am I a daughter? And the whole energy in my head and in my throat was the daughter.
Yeah.
The, like a THE, big the. And I said, okay, well, I guess we are all the daughters. I didn't take myself as being special. I just took it as like, okay, that's super cool. And then I left my session, and I felt so straight. Like, this is me now. I felt like this big. Like, I was like, okay, I felt really like accomplished. Like, that was cool. Like, yeah, I did a good job. Win-win, like feeling good. Went upstairs. After an hour, it was like, boom. I literally saw myself laying on the ground saying, I love you so much. I love you. In my hair, like I felt as big as an Empire State Building, huge. So it was almost like the earth found and said, I don't know why is it that I was so big doing that? Or was it showing me the love of the appreciation of what I did? What do you think?
Yeah, well, there's what I think, but how about we do this little guided thing, go back in that moment so that you could
Yeah.
see from different perspectives and ask yourself, like, find out, like, like, what was it to you? So, you
Yeah.
can close your eyes the way you usually do, like, cover up your eyes. Oh, this is perfect. There we go. There we go.
Be in the dark. Oh my God. But it's like my eyes want to open. I'm like, no, close. Isn't that interesting?
In a way, it's a good thing. A lot of people have this wanting to sleep, and it makes them asleep spiritually. So when they get out of body, they can't see anything. You want to be awake and aware, so you naturally, even though you close your eyes, you can see spiritually. Good. So you can relax, take a few deep breaths, and just get in that, meditative zone where you can finally connect that experience. And just let me know when you're kind of like, you feel like you can go there again.
I feel like I'm putting myself on the land and just standing there and looking.
Try to sort of go back in that moment that felt overwhelming, where you were as big as the entire state building, like massive, just caressing the land. Sort of rewind time, go back in that moment. And you can ask yourself, like, what are you doing?
The first one was, I'm loving the land. It's my daughter. This earth is my daughter. I am the mother responsible for the little trees. And I'm like, how is that possible?
I'll just, from my perspective, you are the creator. So everything you imagine, you create. Absolutely everything. So you create Earth and everything on it. You create me and all around you. And so you're the creator, but now you're like taking care of your daughter, in a way. But you can ask yourself, like, what is it that you want to know about that experience, that love you felt and everything else? Like certain questions that you care about, you can ask that.
What is it that why is it that I received that vision of myself laying there? So, because you need to know the truth of how powerful you are. The riches are hidden from all of us, but you take the chances. The warrior you. And then I'm like, dig, 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 dig. What was it that drove me to do that? The realization, realizing that you can. Okay, so the image of the laying and caressing the land,
Mm-hmm.
the pure, I'm getting the purifying of the land. It was called purifying.
Yeah.
Your heart expands as your job continues. These little nuggets of information make you grow. That's what I'm feeling.
That's good.
And then I just said, continue, loved one. I'm feeling, continue it, loved one. Or you have much work to do.
Okay.
Enjoy this. Oh, now I see Diego, the wolf. And then I see a heart. The tribal women that stand with you, join your circle for these times of knowing.
That's good. Now you can, as a part of yourself, is there anything you can do for her, like for your other part?
Oh, and now I see a heart again. Is there anything that I can do for the planet, you said?
Oh no, for her, like your other aspect that was caressing the world. You can ask if there's any help you can give. No.
It's saying acknowledgement is very powerful. Acknowledgement, acknowledging that opens doors. Okay. Oh, and it's all I'm hearing is, I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting this feeling of that.
Now, do you think that I don't know feeling is coming from you or someone in your space that doesn't know?
So who is saying, I don't know? They are.
Okay.
They.
Now, can you feel it somewhere within your body, like an energy that's saying, I don't know, or is it somewhere around you in your space?
Well, my ear is twinging a little bit. And there's always a little black dot, always when I'm viewing this little, like right now, it comes in and goes out. So I know that's there because I could see it. And then I think, because my eyes are literally open right now. So bringing in that black dot and bringing in all in front of me that don't know, show me who doesn't know. I see this, like it's a foggy purplish purple. It's just this purple light. It's very foggy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's somebody in the back and I had eyes and it went like this. Show me, get back here. Come here. I see you. Why don't you know? I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Okay, so when you come here, I'm trying to pull this back. Pull, like almost like I got a net. Come here.
Yeah.
I see a body and there's another body behind it. And now it showed me a face with almost like a Jesus face. So it's trying to distract me.
Mm-hmm.
Come. There's many pictures of something that had it's like a fly thing. Okay, so I understand that you're in this area. And what I'm gonna do is, I guess I'm just gonna do me, because this is an energy.
Yeah.
I'm creating a vortex right now around it. And I'm holding it in a beautiful, like, secured area within this vortex. So oh, it's slippery. Get back in there. I feel like I'm doing witchcraft, which is so cool.
That's good. Continue.
Yeah. So it doesn't want to stay in there. So I'm gonna make a bubble around it.
Okay.
Big bubble, stay. It's interesting because now I'm wanting to hit my button. I created this red button, like, and it goes, and that just means shields up.
Right.
That's very interesting. Like it totally practiced that. So stay within this. It's now going like
One thing you can do if you want is create this box in front of you. And these beings that don't know, that are afraid to know, and anyone else in your space that, might be distracting you one way or the other, even your own thoughts and feeling states, you can sort of put it all in a box and then close the box, the top, the bottom, the sides, back and front. And you pull out, disconnect any possible cords, energy, anything connected to you, and just send it all away. And just remove them all from your space.
okay. It's
Right.
clear.
Good. Now go back to that aspect of yourself that was, huge, caressing the world. Connect to that beingness of yourself, that immense love you have, the power, the creation, everything that you are, and sort of look for the best parts of yourself in that aspect. And you can sort of like download them to yourself, sort of empower yourself.
I hear it giggling, like, so I have that. A massive love, strength, courage, awareness. So don't ever forget. That's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You don't need anything else, I'm hearing. I hear steady, steady as you go. Like stay steady.
Yeah.
Steady is the word, steady. And then courage, stay courageous. Okay. And it's really nice. It's like it's all positive words.
Mm-hmm.
You did a great job. I'm here. Stay strong, like stay strong, stay strong. I am you, you are me. It's so when I was little, I got like, don't forget to play.
Yeah.
This is playing. Okay. Which is very powerful. We cannot talk which is very interesting. So my message is you have to learn to love yourself and to say these positive words for yourself, because that makes you stronger. It's like you have the win-win, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is a win. Always allow that you always win. You, no matter what, you're going to win, which is very interesting because we're so dumbed down, down. Like, just say, I'm strong, I'm positive, and you are positive. Well, that's very interesting.
Good.
Right?
Well done.
That was good.
Yeah.
It's the love. It's like the love is the strongest, right? The love is the strongest. But that feeling and that vision, when like me and you, like I'm talking to you, and all of a sudden I get this gigantic vision, and you're like, what the fuck? What where'd that come from? It's like turning on a switch and then turning it off, right?
Yeah.
That's like a little miracle that right? It's like, so for me, I always say, I wish everybody could experience that. So then it could be released. Because I think we only function on like the monkey, feel, hear, because you don't understand it if you don't feel it or hear it or smell it or see it. We want it now. We want it now, right? How does that feel to you? Is that good?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, like, yeah, you're doing an amazing job. One thing we could do is connect to that part of yourself again, that giant one that has immense love for the world, and sort of see if you can recall the last time before this one you were doing something similar, maybe giving such love to a different world, kind of like accessing your Akashic records and seeing the previous time you were doing something similar. You think you can do that?
Well, right away it came in, and it says you work with mountains.
Yeah.
And there's mountains in front of me. So you work well with mountains. That's very interesting. Almost like releasing the souls that walk on the mountains, and I take and like, shoo, don't hang here. And I get the information where they're like little mites on the mountains. Really? You get that? Like stuck little mites. But there's many, because these mountains are so old. And now it's bringing in the rivers. I just got like rivers. The understanding of the clearing is very important for you. Yes, it is very important for you. So I got, you work alone. You work alone. Don't ask for others to interfere. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Do your job and stop farting around. Okay. Who's saying that?
Yeah, right.
It's almost like, am I making this shit up?
No, you're not. One thing you can do, another like addition to it all, is to connect to this loving part of yourself that's caressing the world. Ask that part, what is it that I need to know?
What is it that I need to know? So it said joy, it said don't forget to play. All the information that you're learning is an elevation for evolution, evolving. You are not stuck here. You never were. Put your boots on, pull up your straps, and get moving. Almost like pull your boots up, put the straps on and get moving. Because I did that clearing, when I look at a tree, I can immediately see a face on the tree.
Yeah.
And when I look at it, I'm like, hello. Like I just like see you. It just morphs into a face. Do you see that too?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. And then like it sends you messages. Like it shows you something else. Like it can, they speak to us. I'm like,
Sure.
oh my God. That's why I did that one, because the other one was showing me like an ugly face. It was showing me a chief man, like an Indian man. Okay, all right. That's pretty fucking cool.
Amazing. Now, if you had a chance, let's say, talk to any of these bright beings that could give you knowledge or help you understand things, or just, like you could do a Q&A, who would you try to contact?
No one.
No one.
That's very
Good. What about yourself? Sort of accessing your own consciousness and the Akashic records and other things like that.
yeah. So why I said no one is because they all lie. They all lie. They're trickeries, right?
There's a lot of beings. Yeah.
So the whole point is trust no one, trust your heart.
There you go.
Entities out there. And I remember how you said, show me your true self. So I always say that. Show me who you really are. Like that. Because sometimes they have like a pretty face, and then like this cloud goes away and they're like, ah. And I see a lot, actually, I saw, and then they kind of like go away, because I woke up and I said, what did I see when I woke up? And I saw these black shroud, this is black, all black, and then they had white faces.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking that I was watching them when I woke up.
Yeah.
Because it was 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was 4, which is very interesting. And I once again, I feel like there's like magic dust on us that we're like, oh, shiny bird, we're gonna go over there. Squirrel, woo, I'm gonna go over there. Instead of really concentrating, because that's the hard part. Like really staying in that moment and just opening it up, which is very interesting.
I have some questions about the whole experience you've had. Like,
yeah,
was there anything you liked about the first one? Let's say where we looked at you being huge, caressing the world. Like, what did you like about that? Or was there anything you liked about it?
Yeah, I did like it because the message was like, strap on your shoes, put your shoes on, like get to work. You don't need anybody else to validate what you know.
Yeah.
That actually was very powerful, because I'm like, okay, if I could have somebody to say, yeah, that's true. You're actually looking at a really scary face in that tree. So do what you do. So instead of me going to somebody, because that was my first time, I've never done that in my life. Never. It was just, I had such wanting to, because I was so sad. I was so sad because that is a possibility that an entity could be in a tree.
Yeah.
Like, wow. So to me, going, okay, I'm gonna release this and it happened. So the vision was kind of like, here's what I don't understand is it that the vision given to me was by Earth?
You
Who
just
gave
access
me?
it. You just access it yourself. Your consciousness, you work with these little entities, you remove them, you work on the land, you do the energy work, and it's just shown to you, like your own consciousness, the way you understand everything, it's shown in a way so that you will sort of get it.
Yes. So it was just like a natural flow.
Yeah.
You do for me, I do this for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. That's what I kind of thought, but I wasn't sure. Because if you do something nice for someone, then the natural progression is for me to do nice for you always. You know what I mean? Like I always feel that's where the love is. If you have that respect and you have that compassion, then it's easy to give back.
Yeah.
So I think that natural giving back was that vision, which was fucking knocked on my feet. And then in the evening, I drove with my husband. I'm like, I need to go and see the land. And it's still like that amazing love for that piece of land was insane. It was like I was looking at my baby, like, oh, I love you. But I've never been there before. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's what I'm saying. It was so huge, impactful, and how real we could do things like this.
Totally. More than that, too.
More than that, like what? What's more? Like what?
Well, you worked on one piece of land. Imagine the whole world. You're capable of a lot of things. It's just like, we don't try this, but you did one little bit and you got this much of result.
I do tend to always send out, like, I can literally feel it sometimes. It used to go like, whoa, like this in my ear, where like I just stand here and I just pulse my energy. And then all of a sudden, like, I literally can spread it all the way around Earth.
Yeah.
It's like poof. And I'm already doing it. It's like giving it more light. Just with my intent, just go like that.
That's nice.
Do you do that? It's something that,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's needed.
Yeah, totally. It's like even around your own house, you can take a few minutes and any kind of energy you feel in your house, like you renovated your home a little bit and that looks great, but energetically just close your eyes and sort of like as if like flow out of your body, just scan things. If there's anything negative, maybe a bit tense, maybe like heavier energy, you can lift it, like clear it. If there are any entities, remove it. Same way you worked on the land, you can go through your own house, practice on your own house, see changes, see if anyone else says it or how you feel, but then you can do exactly the same thing for others. Like anyone else can send you a picture of their home, like, hey, there's my room, I kind of feel heavy energy there, and you're like literally like you see the picture, close your eyes, shift yourself there, clean it up, see what happens, and then you can practice this and boom, your new ability, you can clear spaces for anyone.
That's good. So the more you use that muscle, the easier and the more, because it's a muscle, like you were saying.